Starting now. Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradari Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradari Yashodanandana Braja Jana Ranjana Yashodanandana Braja Jana Ranjana Yamuna Tira Vanachari Yamuna Tira Vanachari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Jaya Gandhavika Giridhari, Gandhavika Giridhari, Gaura Hari. Jaya Lakshmi Narasimha, Jaya Ananta De. Lakshmi Narasimha, Jaya Ananta De. Jaya Yashoda Damodara, Yashoda Damodara, Shri Radhe. Jaya Nitai Gaura Sundar, Jaya Nitai Gaura Sundar, Nitai Gaura Sundar, Jaya Nitai Gaura Sundar. Prabhupada, Prabhupada, Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Jaya Prabhupada. Nirdaram Harinam Sankirtan ki, Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada ki. Thank you so much, Sriram Prabhu, for doing Kirtan. Sorry, actually, I got stuck in traffic. So, past 2 kilometers I was running. That's the reason this sweat. Kindly bear with me. I thought I'll make it in the shortcut, but the shortcut they blocked the road. So Krishna told me today, don't take any shortcut, come straight. Even though it's late, you'll definitely reach. Otherwise, you have to run like this. This is what Krishna taught me today. So, yeah. So, as usual, we'll start with prayers. Then we'll recite the verse. Then we'll do the Mangalakshara. Can you repeat after me? Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskritya. Naram Chaiva Narottamam. Devim Saraswatim Vyasam. Tato Jayam Udiraye. Nashtaprayeshu Bhadreshu. Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya. Bhagavati Uttama Shloke. Bhaktir Bhavati Naishtiki. So we'll go with today's verse, which is 1.30, first chapter of Bhagavad Gita, 30th verse. So, Nacha Shaknomi Avastatum Brahmativa Chame Manaha Nimittani Cha Pashyami Viparitani Keshava Nacha Shaknomi Avastatum Brahmativa Chame Manaha Nimittani Cha Pashyami Viparitani Keshava Nacha Shaknomi Avastatum Brahmativa Chame Manaha Nimittani Cha Pashyami Viparitani Keshava Any Prabhuji want to lead? I can repeat. Yeah. Easy only, no? Doesn't matter, Lord music. Try. You can recite, I'll repeat it. Huh.
न च शक्नोत्मव्याधातुं ब्रह्मतीव च मे मनः निमित्तानि च पश्यामि विपरीतानि केशव.
You can lead one by one. We'll all repeat after you.
न च शक्नोम्यव्यत्
Avastatu. Naja Saknomi Avastatu.
ब्रह्मतीव च मे मनः
Brahmativa Chame Manaha.
निमित्तानि च पश्यामि
Nimittani cha pashyami.
विपरीतानि केशव.
Viparitani Keshava. Any Mataji want to tell us? Nacha Saknomi Avastatum. Brahmativa Chame Manaha. Nimittani cha pashyami. Viparitani Keshava. Thank you, Prabhuji. Thank you, Mataji. Yeah. Synonyms. Na, nor. Cha, also. Saknomi, am I able. Avastatum, to stay. Brahmati, forgetting. Eva, us. Cha, and. Me, my. Manaha, mind. Nimittani, causes. Cha, also. Pashyami, I see. Viparitani, just the opposite. Keshava, oh killer of the demon Keshi, Krishna. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada, Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. I am now unable to stand here any longer. I am forgetting myself, and my mind is reeling. I see only causes of misfortune, O Krishna, killer of the Keshi demon. Purport. Due to his impatience, Arjuna was unable to stay on the battlefield and he was forgetting himself on account of this weakness of his mind. Excessive attachment for material things puts a man in such a bewildering condition of existence. Bhayam Ditya Vineshvatah Shriyat. Bhagavatam, 11th canto, 2nd chapter, 37th verse. Such fearfulness and loss of mental equilibrium take place in persons who are too affected by material conditions. Arjuna is envisioned only painful reverses in the battlefield. He would not be happy even by gaining victory over the foe. The words Nimittani Viparitani are very significant. When a man sees only frustration in his expectations, he thinks, why am I here? Everyone is interested in himself, his own welfare. No one is interested in the Supreme Self. Arjuna is showing ignorance of his real self interest by Krishna's will. One real self interest lies in Vishnu or Krishna. The conditional soul forgets this and therefore suffers material pains. Arjuna thought that his victory in the battlefield would be only a cause of lamentation for him. So, as usual, we'll chant the Mangalacharan area. I had put a full Mangalacharan, so let us try to sing along. Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjanashalaakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manobishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayyam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Gurum Shri Yuda Padakamalam Shri Gurum Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagarajatam Sagana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Saitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sagana Lalita Shri Vishakan Vitamscha Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prashtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swaminiti Namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prashtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Niti Namine Shri Vashabhanavi Devi Daitaya Kripabdaye Krishna Sambandha Vijnana Taine Prabhave Namaha Madhuryo Premadia Shri Rupanuga Bhaktida Gaura Karna Sakti Vigrahaya Namostute Namaste Gauravani Shimutaye Dinatarine Rupanuga Vriddhampa Siddhanta Vanta Harine Namo Gaura Kishoraya Sakshat Vairagya Mutaye Vibralamba Rasambude Padam Pujayate Namaha Namo Bhakti Vinodaya Satchidananda Namine Gaura Shakti Swarupaya Rupanuga Varayate गौराविर्भाव भूमेस्त्वं निर्देष्ट सज्जन प्रियः वैष्णव सर्वभामो श्री जगन्नाथाय ते नमः वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः नमो महावदन्याय कृष्णप्रेम प्रदायते कृष्णाय कृष्णचैतन्य नामिने गौरतुषे नमः पञ्चतत्त्वात्मकं कृष्णं भक्तरूपस्वरूपकम् भक्तावतारं भक्ताख्यं नमामि भक्तशक्तिकं हे कृष्णा करुणा सिन्धो दीनबन्धो जगत्पते गोपेशा गोपिका कान्ता राधा कान्ता नमोस्तुते जयतां सुरतो पंगो मम मंद मते कति मत्सर्वस्य पदाम्बोजो राधा मदन मोहन दिव्या वृन्दारण्य कल्पद्रुमादः श्रीमद्रत्नागर सिंहासनस्थौ श्रीमद् राधा शील गोविन्द देवो प्रस्थालिभिः सेव्यमानो स्मरामि श्रीमन्रासरसम्बि वंशीवत ततस्थितः कर्षन् वेणु स्वने गोपी गोपीनाथा श्रियेस्तु नः तप्त काञ्चन गौराङ्गी राधे वृन्दावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभो नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौरभक्तवृंद हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे मूकं करोति वाचालं पङ्गुं लङ्घयते गिरिं यत्कृपादहं वन्दे श्रीगुरुं दीनतारिणं परमानन्दमाधवं श्रीचैतन्येश्वरं हरि ओम् तत्सत्। Okay. So before starting the session, I would like to dedicate this presentation to Guru and Gauranga. Without Prabhupada mercy, I would not be here. I would be roaming as streets like any other materialist would be looking for which hotel to eat now, where to do sense gratification now. That would have been my state if Prabhupada mercy in the form of devotees fallen on me. And and also would like to dedicate this presentation to my Guru and my mentor, His Grace Kartikeya Prabhuji. Most of the only the voice is mine, the words, the ideas, and the concepts, everything him and the from Prabhupada and different senior devotees. So only just I'm just tape recorder trying to repeat whatever they said for benefit of my own purification. Now it's already 7, so I'll sharp 7:30 I'll finish. Yeah. So the recall is, so verse number 28 to 30, Arjuna gives reason for not fighting. The first reason for not fighting. He gives four reasons. Four reasons. Anyhow, rest of the three reasons, future verses, it will be covered. I don't want to break the suspense now itself. The first reason is, how can I kill my own relatives? That is his first reason. So in these verses, he shows symptoms of stress, the anxiety. The first thing is, limbs of my body is squaring, my mouth is drying up, whole body is trembling, my hair is standing on one end. It is, by the way, it is also a symptom of ecstasy, spiritual ecstasy, but it is also a symptom of stress. My bow Gandiva is slipping from my hand. My skin is burning. Out of all these things, my bow Gandiva slipping from my hand is a very, very important symptom. See, Gandiva is a very, what do you call, very, very most dear to Arjuna. If anyone insults Gandiva, he took a vow that I will kill that person. So in Mahabharata war, what happened? One day, Karna became so advantageous in one position with the fight with Yudhishthira. So he badly injured Yudhishthira and then insulted Ram. So go and learn fighting and come back like that. Similar, something similar. He insulted Yudhishthira. So Yudhishthira was in his room where he was taking rest, and like Arjuna heard this one, and he rushed to see how his brother is. So he was went and saw the brother, and like Yudhishthira asked Arjuna, I thought you will kill Karna and come and meet me. Why do you have Gandiva, useless fellow like that? Something like that he told. Immediately, Arjuna remembered his vow. Like, I have to kill the person who insulted my Gandiva like that. Now, somehow Krishna was there in between and he patched up the solution and said, like, no, just by, anyhow, you've taken the vow. Just by scolding your elder brother, he's almost dead only. So you can do the scolding and get lost like that, he said. So he did the same. And then, so why I made the point is Gandiva is very, very dear to Arjuna. It cannot slip from his hand. So such a dear thing is slipping from hand is means such a material condition, distress he is in, such a what do you call, such a state where he is forgetting himself, that how dear is Gandiva. So this is the state he is in, and we will understand from this state what are the key takeaway for all of us, including me. Yes. Yeah. So why Arjuna did this? First thing is like, see, okay, anyhow, I'm going to cover. So Arjuna being a soft-hearted devotee. So any devotees of the Lord don't want to kill anybody. So they will overwhelm with compassion. Why should I punish him? Why should I kill him? So let them take what is there. So that soft-heartedness and the compassion is coming out. So that is the first thing. There are other selfish reasons which we'll discuss one by one. Next, see the problem with Arjuna or any other Kshatriyas is, so they are supposed to give protection. They are supposed to rule. So otherwise, they don't have any other business. So when they lost in the dice game, 12 years they have to be in Vanvas, 1 year of Agyatavas. Entire 12 years they were thinking, when will I get back my kingdom? When will I get back my kingdom? So this 12 years I'll finish, and 1 year I'll finish. Now I'll get back my kingdom. This is their mood when they were in the Vanvas and Agyatavas. And they very well know Duryodhana will not give back the the kingdom back. They very well know. So we have to take with force only, that they are very much sure. So what they did, they every day, even in the forest, they were preparing themselves for the fight. So look at the Arjuna's case. They prepared so much for 13 years, but at the war field, oh Krishna, I don't want to fight. This is the condition. Now, so because of this, he lost the mental equilibrium, because he doesn't know the difference between body and soul, and too much excessive attachment to material things. That is also there. We will understand what is the excessive attachment. Now, there is a nice story which will illustrate what is Arjuna's condition. There is a nice male pigeon and the female pigeon. Together, they produced many birdlets, and they were living happily. The male bird and the female bird will come and get some foods, and all the birdlets were eating. One day, a hunter laid a net, and all the birdlets thought it's a food. They went and jumped in. They all of them were caught. And by seeing their suffering, the mother wanted to help. So the mother bird also got stuck. Now the father bird, who was standing on the top, after some time he came and he saw. Now he saw all my relatives, like all my wife, my kids, everyone is there. What is the use of my life also? And then he also voluntarily came and jumped in the net. So similarly, Arjuna's condition also like this. Arjuna also thinks, if my all my relatives are die, what is the use of me? Why should I do that? Let them live happily. Let me also do. No, let me go to forest. This is the condition of Arjuna. So what he is trying to do, he is forgetting his higher purpose, higher duty. Why he has to fight? Because Krishna's willing. Krishna ordered him to fight. Now he is directly disobeying the order of Krishna. Now we will see one by one. Now, next point is, even if I get the kingdom, when relatives are not there, how will I enjoy? That is his point. So, similar example we can give, a nice golden diamond jewelry worth crores of rupees has been bought by a husband, given to wife. Only one condition. The condition what husband puts is like, you can have it, no problem, but you should not wear it for any marriage function. You should not show it to your any of the relatives. You should not show it to any of their friends. What will the wife say? Get lost. I don't want diamond necklace, right? So we want to show our no opulence. Otherwise, what is a what is a happiness? What is a maja in that? Correct. Similarly, in our Prabhujis, no, I don't take only Matajis, I'll take Prabhujis also. So Prabhujis in your office, your boss felt so nice. So I am going to give you a nice Bentley Ferrari car to you. Same condition. You cannot take outside, you cannot show it to anyone. So what will he say? I don't want it. What is the use of it? Right? So same is the condition with Arjuna. I cannot show my enjoyment to with my relatives. So what is the use of this fighting? Now, we have to see Arjuna is a Kshatriya. His purpose is to establish Dharma. So, a judge is there, a judge is sitting here, and in this one, accused one is his own relative, let's say. Now, a judge has to see, like, suppose the accused relative is based on the charges of terrorism. Now, a judge has to see based on the rule book, he has to award the punishment. Now, judge cannot say, oh, he's my relative, let me release him. No, he cannot do that. But Arjuna is Kshatriya. He is supposed to establish Dharma, protect the citizens from adharma. Such a position he is there, he is a leader, but he is saying, my relatives are there, how can I kill them? So, but as a judge, he is supposed to punish them. And this is the no sacrifice a leader has to do. For example, a small kid is born. Small kid is born. The mother, what will the mother will do if it is crying at the middle of the night, middle 2 o'clock, midnight 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock? The mother will wake up and feed the baby regardless of the time, place, circumstance. So she will not say, "Why are you disturbing me like that?" Because this is the sacrifice she is doing for the baby. Similarly, a leader is supposed to do the sacrifice for the higher purpose. He should not see what is my enjoyment, but Arjuna was seeing what is his enjoyment, what is my benefit out of it. This is the reason his main suffering. Almost most of the points all the speakers would have covered. Just for my purification, I'm repeating. So kindly bear with me. Now, one question will come. Such a pure devotee of the Lord as Arjuna. So, such a pure devotee, how come this such a selfish thoughts, such a such a mentality that how can I enjoy all these questions? But actually, if you see, he is being put into such a situation by will of the Lord. Now, Arjuna asked, Senayor Upayor Madhye Ratam Stapayame Achyuta. That is, take my chariot in between of the armies. I want to see who are all assembled to fight. Now, Krishna could have taken Arjuna's chariot in front of Duryodhana so that he will get more enthused to fight, more anger to fight. But purposefully, Krishna took him in between Bhishma and Drona so that he gets bewildered, so that Krishna can deliver the Bhagavad Gita, the message for all of us. So that's why even Shankaracharya, glorifying the Bhagavad Gita, Gita Mahatmya 7 verse, he says, सर्वोपनिषितो गावो दोक्ता गोपाल नंदन पार्थो वत्सद सुधीर भोक्ता दुग्धम गीतामृतम महात. That is, all the Upanishads are like a cow. The milker of the cow is Krishna. Now you understand, nowadays people don't follow that. Whenever they want to milk a cow, in order to produce more and more a good nutritious milk, the calf should be there next to the cow. So by seeing the cow will produce more nutritious milk and it will be so love filling. Nowadays, I don't know if it is getting followed or not. This is the standard. So similarly, the cows, the Veda of the full all Upanishad that the cow is standing, in order to milk the cow, some calf is required. So Arjuna is the calf and Krishna is the milker of the cow. So he extracted all the Upanishad and brought this Gita Upanishad and using Arjuna as the calf. So Lord has purposefully put Arjuna into such a situation so that we all, entire humanity gets benefited. So the drinkers of the milk is the fortunate devotees. Yes. Now let's get into what are the problems Arjuna faced. First, in the purport, weakness of mind is quoted. So weakness of mind is one of the important anatta which we face. Because of the weakness of the mind only, we are doing sense gratification. Now let me see a nice hotel, let me go and eat it. Immediately, we don't ask any questions. Immediately we decide it. Similarly, nice, no nonsense things available on the billboard or something. Immediately we see it, right? Because weakness of the mind. Mind is not strong. The intelligence is not strong. We are easily getting attracted by the sense objects. This is the one. And when we do sense gratification to eat somewhere or go somewhere to enjoy somewhere, we don't ask any questions. But when it comes to spiritual satsang, will it really benefit me? Is it really required? All those questions mind will ask. Wherein when you go for sense enjoyment, go to hotel, no question asked. Immediately, let's go, chalo, let's go. But if you want to come to temple, if you want to do some program, if you want to do some sadhana, if you want to do some vrata, mind will ask thousands of questions. Whether is it really required? You're already a great devotee. Why is it required? Krishna is there in your heart. Why you have to go all the way to temple? All these questions will come. And this is one such problem of weakness of mind. And similarly, Arjuna was not understanding the transformation of the body. So, as Prabhupada has given in this purport, the body is subjected to six kinds of transformation. We take birth, we remain for some time, and we grow, we produce some effects, and gradually we dwindles and vanishes into oblivion. That is, we take a birth and we have to die. So, this body anyhow needs to be killed, but no, to be like it will die at any time. But Arjuna was not understanding the temporary nature of the body. He is having attachment is not a problem. He is having attachment, it is not a problem. But attachment to temporary things is the problem. Which is the temporary thing? The body is the temporary thing. Anyway, it's going to die. So what we should be attached is the permanent things, which is Krishna and the devotion service. They are all very on the permanent transcendental platform. Getting attached to material platform, we will get into cycle of suffering that anyhow I'm covering. So, in this material world, two things which will bind us. Sorry, one thing which is a major thing which will bind us is attraction to the opposite sex. How it starts is the material cycle. How it starts is we get attracted to opposite sex, and then we feel getting married is a better thing. So we get married. Moment we get married, first thing what is required. Suppose if you are a brahmachari, you don't need a shelter, a great shelter. You don't need a great place to stay. But moment you become married, first thing is you need a shelter. So the cost of rented house is required. After rented house, then so many other comforts, fridge, washing machine, sofa, everything is required. After getting all those things, then let's have kids. Then kids. After the kids, then their education and things like that. And then we keep on stuck in this cycle. Now, initially, when the kid grows, no, he likes the parents' words. It is very sweet for him. Then after sometimes he reaches the level, the friend's words will be so nice for him. Then after time, sometimes the lover's words is very very sweet for him. After that, then the kids' words will be nice for him. After some time, everyone will leave him, and then after left alone, the fearfulness. This is the nature of material world. How like we get no, we get just attracted to opposite sex. We are stuck in this cycle, and then from the lower age to the till the end of our life, we get into a cycle where what is sweet is initially sweet, but towards the end it becomes poison. This is how our situation. So even Prabhupada given nice what do you call nice wonderful realizations for this purport, this verse. See, the Viparitani means just the opposite, just opposite. So what Krishna Arjuna was thinking, his thinking was, let me come and let me kill all, let me win the battle, I will enjoy. Now what is happening? Opposite. I am coming, I have to kill everyone, and where is enjoyment for me? So that is the his point, that I will not be able to enjoy. Just exactly opposite. Now, if you see, every one of us are working very hard, but we are working for Maya only. We are working for our senses and things like that. But what Prabhupada is recommending, you do the same work, you do the same hardship, but work for just directed to Krishna. Okay, that is what he says. And like, no, this is common across all the people. Without happiness of myself, then the happiness will extend my family, then my society, then my country, and then my community. The happiness will be keep on extending. But there is no happiness. Even great national leader Mahatma Gandhi tried. I let the Britishers go away. The entire country will be peaceful and happy. So he did that so much hard work. The example, like nobody is working for hard for Krishna, right? So we are working for Maya. So similar hard work Mahatma Gandhi also did, working for Maya. He thought my country, my countryman, my community. He did the entire great work. After leaving Britishers, he saw His own country is divided across religion, and then his own party people wanted to run for the post rather than to serve the people. He himself saw that, and then he made the statement, I don't want this. Let me die peacefully. That is the statement he made. So when you do the excessive hard work for the material happiness, at the end, Vipiritani only will happen. That is just the opposite result only will happen. So that is what has happened. Now, he no, this is the reality. And like one who is intelligent will ask a question. See, I'm working so hard, but still I'm struggling. What is the reason? So then an intelligent person will think how to surrender to Krishna. So the intelligent man can further say, see, so far I am working hard. I have served my senses so much, my lust, my anger, my greed, everything I served so much. But still, they dictate me. You are not served me enough. Do me more. Give me more. This is what all our senses will say. They'll never say, oh, no, Balavan Balaji, thank you so much for serving our senses. We don't want any more service from you. No, they'll never say. They will say, we want more, we want more. Whatever you have done is very, very, very little. You can do much more. This is what all the senses will say. But if you see opposite, no, in Krishna consciousness, Krishna is pleased with even smallest of things. He says in 9.26, Patram Pushpam, Palam Toyam. Just offer me fruit, flower, no water, leaf. I'll be satisfied. This is the position of Krishna consciousness. Even the simplest of things will satisfy Krishna. But wherein in the material, whatever we do, how much ever you do to the persons, at the end of the day they will ask, what you have done to me? This much only. No, I can also do. That's what they will say. Even though no, it's a great help which we do, but they will say this only. So this is the reality in the material world, which Prabhupada is reiterating again that serve Krishna, you'll be happy. If you serve your senses, you'll never be happy. They will always want more, more, and nothing less. So this fear, that fear is there in the Arjuna's mind. Even Prabhupada quotes this from Srimad Bhagavatam, that the fear arises when living entity misidentifies himself as a material body because of absorption in the external illusionary energy of the Lord. So when the living entity thus turns away from the Supreme Lord, he also forgets his own constitutional position as servant of the Lord. So why this fear is coming? We are absorbed in the material energy. We have given ourselves voluntarily, oh material energy, please use me. I am your servant. That's what we have done. But when we turn back to Krishna, then we'll be able to come back to our natural position. So the solution to this all this problem, overcome this ignorance, overcome this fear of excessive attachment, Krishna gives in Bhagavad Gita 7.14, daivi esha gunamayi mama maya duratya mameva prapatante maya metam tarantite. That is, the divine energy of mind consisting of three modes of material nature is difficult to overcome, but those who are surrendered unto me can easily cross beyond it. So this this verse is a very, very important verse in Bhagavad Gita. So whatever Arjuna faces the problem, like his compassion, he's fearful of this one, excessive attachment, all those things can simply be overcoming by some surrendering into Krishna. Now here the important is that divine no when we surrender to Krishna, we'll be under the what is it called, Devi Prakriti, that is divine material nature. When we under the surrender of, instead of that inferior material nature, we'll be under surrender of Deva Prakriti. So when we do that, what will happen? Right now, what is our thought processes? Like, how can I serve my senses? How can I serve my family? How can I enjoy better? How can I do these things better? But when we surrender into Krishna, when we take shelter of Daivi Prakriti, the thought process will become, how can I serve Krishna? How can I feed Krishna? How can I serve, gratify senses of Krishna? How can I please Krishna? How can I please the devotees? This is what our thought process will come. When we surrender only the service mood, instead of me, it will turn back to Krishna. Until that time, it will be with us only. So this is the important verse which will understand that, see, we have to do the same work. We are whatever we are doing in the work, but only thing is the center is me. But instead we should change the center to Krishna. When we do that, whatever Arjuna is facing today in this verse, we will not be facing. This is the important point to take. So the solution to Arjuna's problem is shift focus from one's own self-interest to instead of that supreme self. Now, always this analogy is given. So whenever we serve the supreme Lord, like watering the roots of the tree, our senses get satisfied. We will also be satisfied. Another simple analogy we can give. Suppose you are driving a car. You are the driver of the car. You are a servant of the Lord, and a master is sitting behind the car. The master will say it's very hot summer. You put turn on AC. Okay. Now the AC is turned on. Do you think you will not get the AC? The driver also will get the AC, right? Similarly, when we serve Krishna, naturally our senses also will get satisfied. And same way, if you see, even like music is turned on in the car. So when the music is turned on in the car, the owner will not say you have to close your ears. No, he will not say. He will say you can also hear, right? So when the nice music is put, even the car driver is also getting satisfied. Same way, when we serve Krishna nicely, we naturally get satisfied. This is the real proof that when we do it, we'll definitely get satisfied. So, and one more important point is like this is a fight between dharma and adharma. So Arjuna should not see, oh, my relative and things like that. This Krishna wants to establish the dharma. That is the reason he is telling the same thing. So, with this, almost my notes are coming to end. I just want to conclude it with Mahatmya from the Padma Puran about the first chapter recitation. So there was a Brahmana called Shusharma. Okay, he was a Brahmana, but he was very crooked in mind. So his job is to collect leaves from the forest and make a cups and leaves out of it and sell it in the market. That is his job. So whenever he was selling, whenever a small ant passes by, small insect passes by, immediately stamps on it and kill it. Such a cruel mind he has. So whatever, he is a Brahmana, he's supposed to be Titikshava Karnika. He should be like so compassionate to living entities. But what he was seeing is he was troubling all the living entities. So one day he went to collect the same leaves for the business. A snake bit him and he died. And then, as usual, the sinners will go to natural destination is hell. And Yamaraj welcomed him and lots of punishments for him. And the logic is, suppose like you exceed a credit limit in the negative sense, then you will put into hell. Then, like suppose 10,000 is a minus 10,000 is your credit limit, and like you exceeded something like 1 lakh. So 1 lakh credit you will be suffering in the hell. Moment it reaches less than 10,000, you will be you will be thrown back to earth, but in a form like you will be suffering for the rest of the 9,000 rupees. That's how you will be suffering. So he was thrown into hell and he suffered a lot. So 9,000 still credit was left. He was thrown into earth as a bull in a house where the man is a crippled man. Means he overloads the bull so much. So every day he puts something like 2x, 3x beyond the capacity of the bull. So every day the bull was working like this. One day it became old, it could not bear the weight. It just broke down and is about to die. Now, those days, look at the pious nature of the people. So they were passing and they were seeing the bull and they felt, let me give some credit to the bull, so it's about to die. So everyone wished, whatever good deeds I did, let it go to this bull so that it gets saved. So everyone was doing that. Nowadays in traffic, if anyone dies, nobody cares. But this is the Vedic nature. So and then like one prostitute also crossed by, and she felt, okay, everybody is offering their good deeds. Let me also do something. So she offered her good deeds and then went. And then after some time, bull died, and it went back to Yamalok. Now Yamadharmaraj said, okay, your account, your slate is clean, nothing is left. And like this person, how is it possible? Then Imran said this prostitute gave her deeds. Because of that, you got a clean slate. Now you can no, you will take birth as a brahmana in the so that you can purify and go back to God. That is the process. So he took birth as a brahmana, but he remembered a prostitute helped me, and he was searching the where is that prostitute. One day he found the prostitute, and he paid obeisances and asked her, "What good deed you did, so that I was able to get relief from this sinful condition. Like I was so sinful." So He said, she said, like, I don't know any sinful, like, I don't remember any pious deeds. This parrot in my house is reciting something. I just heard it. I think that may be the reason, like, you got benefited. Now, both of them went to parrot. Now, parrot introduced, like, parrot said, like, I was reciting first chapter of Bhagavad Gita. That is the benefit which she heard, which purified her, which purified me. Because of that good deed, you got delivered. Now, this parrot also had another story. This parrot was a earlier life was a Brahmana, and he was studying so many Vedic scriptures. So all the Vedic scriptures he studied, because of that he got pride, and he started to offend people. He insulted Brahmanas. Because of that, he took next life as birth as parrot, and he somehow, because of the studying lot of scriptures, he had a lot like little bit sukriti left, and he decided to stay with the sages. And wherever the hermitages of the sages is there, he used to stay, and he used to hear what the sages are reciting. So he used to hear the first chapter of Bhagavad Gita, and he memorized it because he remembered somehow a little about his past life, and I have to create good deeds, and he memorized it. One day, a person caught the bird and sold her to this prostitute. Now, after reaching the prostitute house, this parrot thought, see, in the prostitute house, what good deeds I'm going to get. So instead, whatever I learned as the first chapter of Bhagavad Gita, let me recite. So the parrot started to recite. After the parrot started to recite and recite, it purified him, and it purified the prostitute, and it purified the Susharma also. So this is the narration which is there in the Padma Puran, where the Mother Parvati tells it to, sorry, Lord Shiva tells it to Parvati, and this no this benefit, even Lord Vishnu was explaining to Lakshmi Devi that all three of them are delivered by just by recitation of the first chapter of Bhagavad Gita. So this much glorious is recitation of Bhagavad Gita. Yeah. So with this, I would like to conclude my, um, I won't say class points or whatever. Yeah. Thank you so much. Vancha kalpatarubhishya kripa sindhubhya cha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavibhyo namo Vishnu ki jai. Any questions? So everyone is clear? No questions, no, everyone is clear. So if I ask any question from the whatever I told, everyone will answer fat fat fat. Right? Okay. Thank you so much. Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Bhagavad Gita ki jai, Kartik Mahomahotsav ki jai.